JoJo propaganda. JoJo's bizarre agenda. These two things over the past few days have been trending, as on TikTok there has been an account that has been pushing what can only be described as Dio propaganda, JoJo villain propaganda. And today I want to talk about a little bit, and talk about the implications of the agenda. Why we should push the agenda. Why the entire JoJo community going into 2026 should be focused on pushing the propaganda and the agenda within the community. Now, my first reason, 100%, is it's funny. Okay? It's fucking funny. I find it hilarious. I laugh on my seat. And I'm not even the biggest. For example, One Piece. They have Agenda Piece. I'm not the biggest One Piece fan, but Agenda Piece is fucking hilarious. And even though half the time I don't know everything that's going on, I know enough to where it can be funny enough for me. Even when you look at something like Lobotomy Kaizen, when Lobotomy Kaizen was going on, that was literal peak entertainment. Like, that helped me get through the manga and catch up so I could be there every week waiting for the chapters and seeing the absurd, downright diabolical memes that would come out of Lobotomy Kaizen. Even when the spinoff got announced, that those first few weeks, you seen the JJK community just going crazy with the fucking memes, and it was hilarious. The JoJo community hasn't been that way in a while. Now, I have to say, this year, as far as JoJo memes go, was probably the biggest improvement I've seen since I've been a part of the community. I've been part of the community since early 2021. This was a fantastic leap. Fantastic leap. It was the biggest leap since Stone Ocean got announced. Steel Ball Run got announced. I wish it came out. Steel Ball Run got announced. We had the Chase joke. We're currently having this somewhat renaissance. Oh yeah, how could I also forget the slop era that a bunch of JoJo YouTubers, TikTokers, and Twitter users were all going on, including me. And some people have actually asked me to bring it back. I'll think about it. I'm thinking about it. Maybe. I may bring it back because it was fucking funny. It was hilarious. But this is the perfect chance for us to continue this growth and continue this journey into re-becoming a fandom that actually has good jokes. Because we're getting there. We're getting there again. We have decent jokes again. I'm not angry with the JoJo fandom almost every day because we're saying the same thing all the time. You know what I mean? We're actually talking about new things. We're creating new things. Like, that person, that account, I'm going to put it right here. At least I should. But that account, I love them. Literally, creating AI, not literally AI, just auto-generated text with JoJo clips in the background and making it so basically the opposite of what the clip is what's happening in the clip is being said is great. And for those of you who haven't actually seen it yet, I'm gonna play one full one right here. It's about a minute or two. You can skip past if you don't want to see it, but I'm about to play it.
Dio is a kind-hearted 100-year-old man who has been living alone with a serious illness. His condition stems from an incident years ago when he crossed paths with a ruthless rich kid, a spoiled heir who beat him so badly that he became unable to take care of himself. Lying in bed, Dio reflects on his life, wondering if this is how it will all end. Just as he's about to give up on everything, Jotaro shows up. As Dio's close friend, Jotaro decides to help him regain his will to live. Now sick and weak, Dio can barely crawl, let alone stand. He tries to push himself up but fails, drenched in sweat. Though Jotaro is clearly anxious, he encourages Dio to try again. After another failure, Dio feels like giving up and hiding from everything, but Jotaro shows up just in time, urging him to keep going. Unable to stand, Dio decides to try push-ups instead. He manages just one before he's gasping for air, his hair standing on end. Seeing that Jotaro isn't offering any help, just silently watching, Dio has no choice but to rely on his own determination to stick with his daily workouts. Over time, he can do dozens of push-ups in one go and even try to stand. With his strength restored, Dio's body grows stronger, and he gains the ability to live forever. He's so happy that he starts scratching his head and even picking his ears. To show his gratitude to Jotaro, Dio gives him his most prized car. With Dio now fully recovered, Jotaro can finally relax and head off to study abroad, no longer worried about leaving his friend alone. So, what do you think of this heartwarming story of friendship?
The jokes on this one are very elaborate because someone even detailed it in a comment. They were just one of the reasons it's so good is because it used the exact same, if you were on TikTok a lot, you've seen the movie format where they may rank random words, or how it used to be they would just put up a movie and they'll have auto generated voice over the movie just describing what was happening. It literally mimics that, but it's spreading the perfect agenda. What type of propaganda is that? Like, there are ones where Enya is a sweet and lovable person who brought the who brought those group into her home to take care of them, and everyone in the town loves her, even though she's a fucking... Another thing is, when was the last time the full JoJo community was actually engaged? Like, don't get me wrong, the JoJo community right now and during the SBR announcement and all this stuff, they were very engaged. It was a very large amount of people turning out to live streams, various, no matter who it was, whether it was on Twitch, YouTube, wherever the case was. There was a lot of people showing up, and there has been a lot of people showing up over the past year and stuff. But it's just, this right here would keep the community engaged. It feels like a lot of the times as the weeks go by, the community just randomly just completely disengages. You know, like, there's the people who always talk about JoJo, and then everyone else, they just no one wants to make no jokes or nothing. And of course it makes sense, because again, JoJo is not currently running. The anime isn't currently running. What are we talking about? But still, this is how you keep it alive. How do you think One Piece sustained so many months of no anime? Especially right now that they're on a hiatus. Random jokes, agendas, what they need. Granted, One Piece is also a weekly manga, but we're a monthly manga. We could be making agendas about JoJo Lands right now. I mean, I know a few people that could cook up a nasty howler agenda if they just get the right words. And I have to say this one more time, it's funny as fuck. I'm sorry, some people's humor may be different. Some people may find this shit corny, lame, whatever the case is. I find it hilarious. That's why I made on my TikTok so many videos about it, because I want to get the motion started. That's how I knew I needed to make a YouTube video about it too. Gotta push it to every platform you can. Push the propaganda. That's what we need. That's what we're all craving for. Yes, me, you, and everyone else who is in the JoJo community is all craving for that. We all know that. That's why the moral of this video, the entire reason for making this video, is to tell you watching this video who wanted a JoJo video. Yes, you. Spread the propaganda. I don't care what you got to do. I don't care if you have to make the most deplorable, vile man within JoJo's Bizarre Adventures propagandize and make him seem like a kind person and someone was just chasing them for no reason. Do it. Spread it. Pause. Make sure you do it. Because if we as a community don't do it, how do we expect other communities and other people to even want to look at that fandom? You know, or even have a really enjoyable time within the fandom. Because, like, I personally, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot now. But there were points in, like, a year like 2023, 2024, like, a good part of 2024, like, maybe 8 months of 2024, we're just like, we ain't got nothing. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, we're on the road to 10K, so anything helps. And until next time, peace.